G'day guys, today we're going to unbox and talk about the Holman travelling sprinkler. Purchased this just recently, and it's actually a replacement for an exact same sprinkler model that I had for close to 10 years, and I was so impressed with it that I decided I'll buy another one exactly the same. I actually made the mistake of leaving this outside overnight a couple of nights ago, and the old possums decided to have a go at the box there, and, in the top here as well. So that's where that's from. That's not from the store. That's from the local possums who decided they'd like to have a crack at it. So this is a travelling sprinkler. Basically, it's just designed to hook up to your hose and travel across your lawn and sprinkle a large area. So we're talking about a thousand or so square meters, depending on how you set it up. So let's open it up and get into it. So as I said, this one replaces one that I had for almost 10 years. I'll go through what happened with the other one. I'll show you what happened. It was user error, not an error of the product, but I'll explain that as we go. Okay, so let's grab it out of the box. It's very heavy, obviously. Get rid of all that cardboard. Alright, so I'll go through the various parts here. Okay, so that's obviously, this is the main sprinkler tractor body. It's very heavy. I would say probably looking at about 5-6 kilos there. Alright. Nice big large wheels, nice deep spikes. Doesn't matter what sort of lawn you got, that'll travel along nicely. And the front wheel runs the hose through, and that's how you can guide it across your lawn. So let's put it together. Okay, so the first thing we do is we screw in the actual sprinkler head. And we probably need to hold that with a spanner so we can tighten that up. That out a bit. There we go. All right. Now these are the actual sprinkler throwers, the water throwers, and all you do is they've got a little locking nut on the end here, so they go into the sprinkler head, and you just wind them on. Do the other one, and then we'll finesse the actual throw in an ornamento. Okay, so what we'll do is, obviously we don't want them like this because it's not going to throw too well, so you can just adjust them. Now you have to make sure that they're pointing the right way, and it's got a little cheat sheet. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, it's got a little cheat sheet on the back here to make sure that you point them the right way, because if you have them inverted, the water pressure will spin the sprinkler head the wrong way, and the thing will want to go backwards, and we don't want that. So it's got a little dummy's guide here on the back. So as long as the nozzles are pointing in the direction as per the guide, the thing will move forward rather than the reverse on you. Okay, you can adjust how big an area you want by the angle you put on this throw head. So the more upright like that, the smaller the area, obviously. The smaller the area of the water throw. I generally want to get as maximum area as possible, so I have it just above vertical. Horizontal. Just above horizontal. So I can get the maximum throw, because I've got a large lawn that I like to water. So there we go. So there's that bit. It's got a few little bits and pieces in with the guide here. It's just to make it look good, so we might as well whack those on. Comes with a little spanner in case you don't have a shifting spanner of your own. Okay. We'll go through this. Got a little exhaust stack, so we'll screw that in. Just make it, you know. Actually, has no function other than aesthetics. If we can get it in. There we go. Got to have an exhaust on your tractor, otherwise you'll throw sparks everywhere and cause bushfires. And a little steering wheel, and that just goes on. Like so. And again, it's just aesthetics, just looks makes it look funny. All right, business end. Here we've got the hose in outlet. It comes with an adapter to suit both standard size hoses in Australia. So we're talking about 12 and 18 mil. Okay, so this is the 18, this is the 12. So if you want to swap them over, you just simply undo that and screw that one in. Pretty straightforward. We'll tighten that up. On the back here, we've got a gear selector. So we've got neutral, high and low. It's in high at the moment. So that's neutral. What that means is that the gears won't be selected, and basically it's a static sprinkler. All right, so you can treat it like any other lawn sprinkler. It just won't move, it's just static when it's in neutral. The other choices are low and high. All that means is the speed that the sprinkler will travel across your lawn. If you want a good soak, you'd have it on low, which means it would travel across the lawn slower and therefore deliver more water over the set area. I have it on high because I've found with a bit of testing that that's enough water for the sort of lawn I've got in this area, and that will travel across nicely. Okay. This little thing here is the stop hump. All right. So what the idea is, when you lay out your hose and connect the hose up to the end, you put this further up at the end of the hose where you want the sprinkler to stop. It's got a little spike on underneath there that you can stick into the lawn, and the idea is, as the tractor is moving across, it has a little bump valve here on the bottom. This white thing here you can see. So as it's travelling across, the tractor go up over this bump hump, and as the rear of the tractor approaches this, the bump hump will actually push this in. And when it pushes it in, it triggers a valve which stops the water flow. Okay. So the trick is to remember that when it does that and you want to get it going again, you have to manually pull that out in order to reset it. What else can I talk about? The reason why the previous product failed, and it was as I said, it was a operator error, not an error of the product. Because the gearing of this is so strong, and it will haul a hose full of water 100 meters long. If you don't monitor it and just let it go, sometimes if the ground's particularly soft, these things will just dig a massive rut into the ground, and it will spin and spin and spin and spin. And what happens is, I don't know whether you can see, I might just get the camera in there so you can see. Here is the little nub in the wheel, in the plastic wheel. So this is the drive shaft here, okay, of the wheel. And so that's turning. And what happened in my previous model was that it was under so much force that this little nub here broke the plastic housing that it sits in. And so therefore it was just spinning freely. And that's why I had to get a new one. That is an error, that's my error, that is not an error of the product. Basically, I had an uphill, and the amount of weight that I was asking it to pull was in excess of 100 meters of hose. So 100 meters of hose full of water uphill, I just asked it to do too much. So if you're going to do hills, make sure this thing travels downhill, not uphill, when you're laying it out. All right, so that's the reason why I had to get a new one. I know better now, so this should last me another 10 years. Yeah. All right, so what else? Well, I suppose the next thing to do would be to hook it up to a hose and just demonstrate its setup. So we'll go and do that. Okay, so we've got the sprinkler set up here. We've got a hose into the back. The sprinkler is sitting astride the hose. The front wheels are sitting astride the hose, and that will guide it. So you can lay out your hose however you want and it'll follow the hose. We've put the hump into position. So let's fire up the water and see how she goes. You can see the wheels moving ever so slightly with the gearing, so slowly moving ahead. And the front wheels are about to engage the off ramp. So that's on a high speed, so that's the fastest it will travel. So as you can see, it's just slowly occurring across the lawn. And if you wanted a more deeper soaking in the lawn, you put it on the low gear. So as you can see, if we get down there, you can see that the yellow white plunger has been triggered by the hump. Turn the sprinkler off. So there you go guys, that's the Holman travelling sprinkler. I bought mine from Bunnings. I'd say it's the best travelling sprinkler they have in stock. Yeah, and as I said, I had the previous one for 8 years, never caused me an issue apart from when I asked too much of it. But this will hopefully last me for another 8 to 10 years. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hitting the notification bell for more. And as always, stay safe. Catch you later, guys.